Today we shall be looking at the development of the arm strength, which is a bit of a weird one because arm strength is pretty much a strength of the everything else. There is a whole body behind the arm strength. If there isn't, we can speak about imbalanced development, such as if you want to pump up the muscles in your arms, so there is a biceps and whatever. Well, that's not the aim of strength development, that's the aesthetics which are relevant. However, no bodybuilder has ever developed a fully prolific muscular relief just in the arms alone. All of the body has to be developed. So we shall look at the push-ups, the most direct exercise aimed at how to develop this area. So we shall start with the push-ups in a standing position using the object. In this case, a gum tree. Like with anything else, the alignment is crucial with push-ups. So I will show alignments for the standing reclined push-ups, alignments for the prone or lying on your belly, starting from lying on your belly, push-ups, and progress from there. Also, I will demonstrate a few drills for improving mobility and strength in the upper body, shoulder blades, shoulders, wrists, etc. Okay, so alignment for the push-up is that, again, the body must be as a one plank. You don't want any deviation in the skeleton whilst you're doing push-up. It must be a plank. So if you are to, for example, just recline your body weight forward, like so. We don't do it from the hips reclining forward. We do the whole body. So try, recline yourself forward fully from the ankles. And the body moves forward like one unit. So it's like this. Boom. So that one unit you must sustain throughout the push-up. One unit. From the heels all the way to the head. Excuse me, I just shoo away this little spider. Nasty fella, but cute. Anyhow, this is how we do it with the object of standing. So we recline ourselves into this position first. A body is one unit. Then positioning your hands first at the straight arm towards the object, resting your palms fully on the object. Then I'm going to lower the body forward like a one unit, all the way forward until my forehead touches the object, in this case the tree, and then I push myself away from it. So it's not this, yeah, it's not I'm just bending my upper body towards the object, no. I'm moving the entire body forward. Let's take a look again. Arms extended, and then I'm moving my entire body towards the object. Touch my forehead, move away. Touch my forehead, move away. So the only joint where the body is hinging is your elbow. Everything else remains pretty much fixated. And you are to maintain that one line of the body, back and forth many times until you can do it in an effortless manner. So if you can, then proceed to the next pattern, which is going to be lying on the floor. So we come to lying position on the ground, like so, on your belly. And we bring the hands underneath the shoulders, not all the way up, no, about the level of your chest. so that as if your middle of your palm will be at the level of your the middle of your chest, your rib cage. From here, we flatten our feet on the ground because we don't need them at the moment. We are going to use our knees only. So, not even our knees to start with. We'll use pelvis. So we push ourselves up, staying just on the pelvis. Here the plank of the body will deviate, obviously, because you will stretch in the lower spine. This is simply to develop the initial minimum of strength. The less of the body weight you lift, the easier it is to develop. So we push into the ground and lift our upper body up as high as it goes, develop depending on the level of flexibility in your lower back. And lower down. Pushing up, lower and down. So if you can only go up this high before your back starts to complain, that's all right. As long as you have engaged your arms to do so. So don't try to lift yourself up with the extension of the back. No, push into the ground using your arm strength. If you have developed the arm strength to this degree, now we are going to do it from the knee level. So you're going to fuse the body into one unit from the knees all the way to the crown of the head. There's going to be just one plank of a body. And again, push into the ground. Until you have lifted yourself up, staying on your knees first. Once more. Up, all the way up, staying on your knees. And down. Like with all these drills, as I've explained before, design the amount of repetition which you can do easily at first, and then progress from there. Say you can do 5 repetitions in one set first. Do that. Just 5, then rest, and do another set. Do 3-4 sets. Next time, increase the amount of repetitions to, for example, 8 or 10 or 6. Do them for number of sets and maintain this alignment. So from the head all the way to the knees, one line. When you have gained the amount of strength, which is effortless, and you can do the pattern easily, then progress to the next stage, which is the full push-up. Again, here it's crucial to maintain the one plank of a body. So we come to the belly, and this time we put our toes into the ground, like so. Hands around chest level, elbows not to the side, the forearm is pressing towards the body. Yeah. Now we lift our knees off the ground first, keeping the body as one unit, press into the ground, and gradually press yourself up, keeping the body like so, as a one unit. Then lower yourself down, fully rest into the ground. And again, press the whole body up, fully extending the elbows, lower yourself down. Do as many repetitions as you can. for one set, then have a rest between sets, and do another set. So alignment will be maintained. You don't want this. Nah, you cannot arch the back here. There must be one line, yeah? From the crown of the head all the way to the heels. Down in. So if you cannot maintain the alignment here, come back to the previous drills. Develop the alignment, sustain the alignment through easier patterns, not the full body weight. It's completely okay to fully lower the body onto the ground between the press-ups. Rest there for a breath or two, and press up again. And when you have finished your set, have a rest. Release your shoulders. You can do a few warm-up drills from the warm-up section. Rotate the shoulders. Rotate the arms. Etc. You can turn and twist the body. So, just a basic level of fitness. Work till you can effortlessly do 20 push-ups. So I shall do with you, if you are at that stage. Or you can try and see how many you can do now without prior development, or with the development you have already had before. If you can do more than 20, great. So, we come into the initial position. This time I won't be lowering all the way to the ground. I will be lowering the body as far as about 1 fist distance from the chest to the ground. Crucially, is to maintain alignment of the body. Just one plank, not arching in the back. Again. If you can do more 20, then 20 effortlessly, then great. That means you can keep this drill at your maintenance pool of just doing it every so often. Further, as a tool for developing body alignments and the mobility in the body, push-up can be broken down into variations. So the first variation I'll show you is so-called shoulder blades or shoulder girdle push-up, which isn't really a push-up, it's more of a mobility drill. So we shall come into the all fours, and again I maintain one line from my head all the way to the tip of my spine, the coccyx. And I keep my elbows completely straight. Arms are straight. Hand directly underneath my shoulder. So in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower my chest in between my hands, between my shoulders. And then I'm going to push that space between my shoulder blades up there, up. So this is what happens. Spine would round away from it. Then I'm again pressing down and pushing all this space up. Dropping the chest, the spine. In this position here, my shoulder blades are actually touching on the back of my body. Here they're moving away from each other as my spine is arching up. So all the way down, shoulder blades touching, all the way up, spine is round. And like so. All the way through, I keep my elbows dead straight, locked, and only mobilizing this area between the shoulder blades. Now, if you can do it effortlessly in this position on all fours, move into the position on in a plank, in the top section of the push-up. Again, one line of a body, and same, elbows dead locked, so I drop, chest in between my shoulders, shoulder blades touching, and then I'm rounding it, pressing it up. Down, shoulder blades touching, up, shoulders, spine pressing up. Do as many as you like to do while staying here. In the plank. So this range of motion of the rounding of the shoulder blades and then touching them back at the back whilst in the plank will improve this connectivity of tissues and mobility around the entire of the shoulder girdle, making it into a one unit. Further, another pattern to develop in the push-up section is the strength and prep of the wrists. So the way it is done is again into the position on all fours. To start with, this is going to be a wrist push-up. So we shall look into that. Coming into the all fours, here, again, shoulder is directly above the wrist. So, from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the balls of my fingers, like the first phalange of the finger here, into the ground on both hands. What it will do is this. So whole body weight is here on my hands, and then I'm pressing this first phalange into the ground. So I will come into this position whereby my fingers are overextended. If your mobility only allows you to extend fingers, say here, and flexibility, then that's where you got to work from. So come here, directly above the wrist, pressing to the ground, and if you only till about here, you already feel it. It will engage the entire line of muscles through the forearm all the way to the shoulder. The mistake to make is that you would want to jerk up with the body in order to make this movement easier. Don't do this. Keep the body weight loaded onto the wrists fully. So I maintain alignment, load the body weight fully into the wrists, and then I press through to as low as my, or as high as my flexibility in the wrists allows. And I repeat it many times. So here, your position of the shoulder blades has to be away from each other. Like in this drill, which we were doing before, when you lower the chest, shoulder blades are touching. When you round the back, shoulder blades are away from each other. So they got to be here, away from each other, when you do this drill. Here, you still can do it, but it's not correct. It will create more tension in the shoulder girdle area. Must round, so that the lines of this connective tissue are fully extended from the back of your body into the wrists. And so mobilize the wrists like this many times. That will increase the flexibility, mobility, and strength around your wrists and the forearms, which is quite an important area of strength and mobility, which is often underestimated, underdeveloped in people. Then we have things carpal tunnel and whatever, where these tissues degenerate, create pinching around the nerves. So you want fair degree of mobility, flow, and functional strength around this part of the body. Having done so, again, have a rest, shake off your arms, your wrists, do a few of those mobility drills, which I've demonstrated in the warm-up section. Enough releasing your arms. Never underestimate the importance of loosening of the body. The relaxation must be developed by strength, otherwise you will be pushing yourself into a rigid frame of skeleton. Mobility is more important than bulk of muscle, the strength, because without functionality the body is, well, block of tissue which is stagnating. Functionality and mobility coupled with healthy range of flexibility, not overly flexible, neither rigid, is that optimal level of balance in which all the systems and the organs are functioning well and efficiently. So you don't want to be too slack, neither you want to be too rigid. You want to be somewhere in between, with all the different nuances, parts of the body develop evenly in a balanced fashion, harmonious fashion. So work on these patterns of push-up, progress according to your level, and keep on practicing. Thank you.